So, I was at the gym today. Well, I kind of had two revelations, some would say. So, the two revelations I had was one, I don't understand why people go to the gym and then they don't take sets till failure. I don't know why majority of their sets do not go to failure. Number two being the power of taking, say, one or two sets to failure for 3 to 4 movements. Before we start, shout out Marina and Shannon for this. And yet, despite the look on my face, you are still talking. Shout out. Let's start with, I don't understand why people don't take sets till failure. You see the mass of people in the gym working out, and they're going to like 70%, and they're not even using a adequate weight. And I get, not everybody's trying to be big and strong, but I feel like you're wasting your time, greatly wasting your time. You have to do more when you're not taking a adequate amount of weight and you're taking it till failure, or at least pretty close to failure. People are taking it to like 50%. Soon as the set starts to get good and they start to struggle, they stop, and they're not even using a proper weight. I don't get that. If you're going to spend the time in the gym, you might as well get the maximum benefit out of it. That being said, you're not going to, like, I feel like girls a lot of times, like my sister and my girlfriend and that, they worry, well, I don't want to get big and bulky. And that simply just won't happen. Okay? If you pick a good weight and you take it to failure, you're not going to become big and bulky. That requires, like, taking things beyond failure, doing, the maximum amount of weight, going to absolute death failure multiple times a week for multiple workouts, and on top of that, eating the proper food and just eating in a calorie surplus, not just a maintenance calorie or a slight surplus, right? Like they always say, like, I don't want to be big and bulky, and it's like that kind of discredits guys like me who I don't even think I'm that big and bulky yet, and I've been working out consistently for 6 years, and for 4.5 years, 5 years, I ate in a massive calorie surplus and trained my balls off. So yeah, that is topic number one. I don't get why people don't take sets till failure. I feel like it's just a waste of time. And topic number two is the benefits of, say, the average person or somebody who's slightly overweight or skinny or whatever it may be that wants to get in better shape and put on muscle or lose weight. The benefit of going in and picking 3-4 movements. Say you want to hit chest, right? You pick 2 chest movements, 3 chest movements, and you pick a tricep movement. But let's say you hit 10 minutes of treadmill walking. You go to pec deck, right? Well, let's go even beginner. You go to a pin-loaded chest press. You do one set, get a little bit warm, pick a lighter weight, take that till about 70%, 80% failure. Leave a good 5 reps in reserve. And then you take a heavy weight, so you're using that first set to gauge the weight that you're going to use for your working sets. And I'd even go as far as saying, like, go Mike Mentzer method and do one set all out, absolute failure, 100%. And do that for 3 movements, even 4 movements, and say you do that only 3-4 days a week. You're only in the gym, say, 45 minutes, and you do that 3-4 times a week. I think that would have huge results. And so let's say you take 4 movements and you're doing 2 working sets till absolute failure, right? That's going to be 8 sets of failure for a muscle group in a 45 minutes. You can get that done in 45 minutes. So say you lift 4 days a week. You're going to hit chest and tris, back and bis, shoulders with a little bit of tris, and legs. And you do 4 movements per day, and you're doing 2 sets of failure per movement. So you're getting 8 sets of failure per day. You're going to have 32 sets of failure by the end of the week. You don't even have to do 2 sets of failure per movement. Your first movement, you can do 2 sets of failure, or in your second movement, and then maybe your third for, say, chest or back, whatever, you can do one set of failure and then do two sets of failure for your arm movement or whatever it may be, right? I don't think people realize how huge of a role that could play in longevity, in bone density, in just overall health. Now, if you group that up with clean eating, weight will shed off. And it's half an hour to 45 minutes a day. That's all it's going to be. 3 to 4 days a week. Say you go 4 days a week. Quick 45-minute workout. That's 3 hours. That's only 3 hours of your week spent working out. That's nothing in the grand scheme of things. And say it's even half an hour. You're only spending an hour and a half in the gym. It's that simple. And that is life-changing for people. Your strength, if you're a beginner, your strength will skyrocket. If you just go in with the intention of taking a couple sets to absolute failure, pushing your body, stimulating that muscle, and causing your body to react in a way that's going to cause muscle repair and muscle gain. And that's going to, without a doubt, benefit you late in life when you're older and your bone density is better because of the little actions and the 45 minutes you took 4 times a week to go in and just push your body real quick and be in and out. That little micro decision will set you up for the rest of your life. It's that simple and it's that easy. Granted, I understand. There's definitely days I don't want to go into the gym. And I have to kind of drag myself in there, do a good warm-up, get the blood flowing, throw on the Metallica, and just have a lot of external stimulus to get me ready to lift and excited to lift. And there's some days that no matter what I do, I'm shot and I don't want to be there. I'm mentally just tapped out. But I have to remind myself, just even if it's taking one set per movement till failure, it has to be done. Don't go in there and just waste your time. And I'm not talking, failure doesn't have to be 4, 5, 6 reps with a heavy weight. Failure could be, let me pick a moderate weight. Failure could be, let me pick a moderate weight and let me take it for 12, 15 reps, and just absolutely burn the fuck out of the muscle. I also think that's why it's extremely important to track your workouts as well. As you could tell, I just finished my second book. It's that didn't really work, but you can kind of tell it's full of workouts. And then here's book 2. Same thing, full of workouts. I think that's ultra important to do that because I'm constantly keeping notes, and I'm keeping notes on how sets went, and it allows you to easily implement progressive overload. So, say on any given pin-loaded chest press, and I write what gym I go to and what specific chest press I use because, obviously different brands of equipment, they're not, created equal. But say a Panada chest press at the one gym I go to. Last week I got 10 reps with 155 pounds. I'm just picking random ass numbers here, right? Now the following week I'll try to throw on 160 or 165 and see if I could get equal or more reps with that. And sometimes obviously that's not how it pans out, but a lot of times you'll find that you were kind of being a bitch on any given week, and you're like, what the fuck? You walk in and you're like, oh, no, this is the weight I always do. And it's just you subconsciously being kind of a bitch. And you look at your workout and book and you're like, lateral raises, I'm using 25s today. And it's like, last week I was using the 30s. And I got 12 reps, and today I got 10 reps with 25s. It's like, okay, that's just me being a bitch. Granted, there are some days you're a little dehydrated, a little underfed. There's other stimulus and things working against you, but majority of the time, it's just you being mentally weak. So that's my advice. My advice is take a couple sets every workout till absolute failure. Do that 3-4 times a week and track your workouts. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.